Guys, I just want to ask you this one question. Tell me, when will you be mine? Do 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 do. Tell me cuando, cuando, cuando. What's up, guys? GeorgeTheCloud here. My name's Jorge, aka George. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my life. Am I going off the rails? Maybe. So we're checking out Gyroscope. Gyroscope. I've heard of Kaleidoscope. Gyroscope, is that a Snakeskin? Okay, and it's a paid donation by Little Lion. Thank you so much for your support via the Coffee platform. So, oh, Gyroscope is the band here. All right, let me look them up. First time hearing this. There's a first time for everything, people. So a gyroscope, scientifically speaking, is a device that measures or maintains orientation and angular velocity. It's essentially a spinning wheel or disc mounted on a gimbal, allowing its axis of rotation to change direction freely. This unique design allows the gyroscope to resist changes in its orientation, effectively acting as a navigating or stabilization tool. Oh, okay. That sounds like something Da Vinci would have been working with. So now the band. Gyroscope are an Australian rock band from Perth, which formed in 1997 as Gyroscope Sunday. The members are Daniel Sanders as lead vocalist and on guitar, Zoran Trivic on guitar and backing vocals, Brad Campbell on bass guitar and backing vocals, and Rob Nassif on drums. From 1997, another Australian band invading the channel here. Okay, well, let's check this out. Grab some popcorn, fill up your water, put your headphones on. Let's watch this video.
Take you home, it'll be alright. Tonight means nothing if we stay in here. We'll only breed obsession, and I'm already if everything you see is your possession, then I'm already possessed. Trace of yesterday, I'll take you home, it'll be alright, it'll be alright.
Okay.
Tonight means nothing if we stay. The night means nothing. Staying here will only breed obsession, and I'm already if everything you see is your possession, then I'm already possessed. means nothing if we stay. The night means nothing. Staying here will only breed obsession, and I'm already it's everything you see is your possession, and I'm already possessed. Careful, kid, this is not your soul. Although it could be before too long, a lesson learned to stand downwind and watch it burn to the lake, wash away any trace of yesterday. Had you ever thought of waking up undercover, never letting up?
The song itself is a banger. The video quality, however, I am questioning its validity. Like, how is it so low? I mean, I've seen higher resolution from like Charlie Chaplin movies. First things first, we hit the like, I subscribe, and I'll have a link of the original video down in the description below. Classic cool video from the late 90s where they're outside, it's windy, it's like a hurricane going by. They're performing in the middle of crop circles, which is maybe the first time I've ever seen that. I didn't know they had crop circles in Australia, but maybe they do. Man-made, alien-made, who's to say, guys? There's no definitive answer there, but either way, it looks like that would be the place to make a music video for a rock song. Okay, yeah, I like the tempo of the song, the energy, the aggressiveness, the movement. It really kind of gets you going. The meaning of this snakeskin is what I am debating in my head right now. He mentions how, like, if we stay, it means nothing, and that by like staying too long, things might get overdone, and we would become possessions of each other. So it's almost like he's dealing with this this internal battle of like being with people, surrounded by people. I don't know if it's necessarily romantic or what, but it sounds like the meaning is, sure, you could be with people, you could, maybe how I'm dealing with my own life, right? Make connections here and there, friends or whatever, but keep a certain distance maybe, or like not thinking of other people as like they are irreplaceable, I guess, because we're only here for a certain amount of time, and then people are gone. So if you get too attached to somebody, it could become detrimental. Like he mentions the word possession. Sure, it could go that far if you want to call it that, but just overly attached or clingy is a negative thing, because now you're relying on the other person, and it creates like an unsafe environment, and it just destabilizes you in an emotional way. I feel like maybe that's the meaning. Maybe I'm just making this up. I don't know. Feel free to write it in the comments. But either way, yeah, I like this this sort of punk attitude. They remind me of bands from the. It's like if you took the Beatles or some other bands like the Rolling Stones from that era, and then like transported them, through time to modern times, or like the 90s, early 2000s. Like this is really the equivalent or the evolution of what music once was. right? Like it's clear to see it if you watch it through the decades. It's like it started here, then this, then that, and it's like, yeah, it's definitely following a certain pattern, like in terms of rock, right? If we compare it to the Beatles, which was maybe the what started it all, at least for the most part, right? Many people have mentioned the Beatles as influence. I think they're the greatest band of all time. So if we take them as like the foundation, and you progress time 30, 40 years forward, and you get something like this band, and it's like, yep, it's faster, it's more aggressive, it's more direct, but you could see that, you know, they had to start from somewhere, like the Beatles, or some band like that. At least that's the way I'm seeing it. It could also be the hairstyle that's very Beatles like. I used to have my hair like that. It's funny how things loop around, right? Because the hairstyle of the Beatles was revolutionary in the late 60s, and then you saw it again with like Justin Bieber and all these boy bands from the early 2000s. So yeah, it is what it is. I guess it's kind of interesting. Everything ties back together. People draw inspirations from the past, and then they adjust it to their own style, their own music, and they hopefully bring something new to the table, so that, you know, things keep advancing, and that we see more like fresher, newer content, and that's what happens with music. So there, I explained it. Thank you guys for watching. If you have suggestions for Gyroscope or any other band, comment, hit the like, subscribe, and at the end, do a flip. Till the next.